Hello. Welcome to the rule.
That's so.
Welcome
that's so
to.
weird.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome to the rule of three and everything.
Where
we basically come in and take a little taste of a long or a popular or a long-standing anime and everything, and tell you if it's worth watching or not and everything.
Yeah, it's a new concept we're going to be trying out. So make sure you let us know in the comments. Like if you like this format. Like my Chris said, we're going to be trying we're going to be taking a stance after watching 3 episodes of one show, and we're going to tell you if it's worth your time or not.
Yeah, basically the concept comes from the fact that these most anime are very long, and a lot of time you're not sure, and there's also like 40 different titles that come out every season, so you're not sure whether or not to watch every single one of them. So we're here to dip our toes in. If it's nice, it's warm, we'll jump in, let you know.
Yeah.
And they call it the rule of three because
we call it the rule of three because the rule of three
if
is
watching 3 episodes.
Three episodes.
In those 3 episodes, is it really worth your time?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Standard protocol for our anime.
And standard protocol is that we're going to be drinking a very heavy beer while we talk about this. Today I picked up Revolution Brewery with collaboration of Half Acre On and On Part 3. It's a barrel-aged stout. It is a collaboration series that they've been doing. They also partner with a local artist that does all their labels. Like they're based off of like the what are those mushrooms called that people like hunt and like go out in the forest?
Truffles,
morsels, something like that.
I've never heard that one.
They're actually they grow out in the Midwest. They're morsels, and people go out there and look for them, and like they only grow a certain time of the year, and they're super delicious. So this is like a lot of mushroom iconography. This is super psychedelic. I fucking love this artwork that they make on this. It is sitting at like heavy percentage, 15 or something. It's a big boy.
We going in.
It's a big boy. It's also a big boy in price because
we say it was like how much?
$50 a 4-pack.
Sheesh.
So this is high quality shit. I don't bring no bullshit to no pod. You hear me?
Respect.
We
appreciate this ain't mud water.
So I hope this series takes off because the budget's already.
But you know what? We about to take off because what are we starting with? We are going to start in with the most anticipated, apparently very popular anime, Solo Leveling.
This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
I heard of it like a few months ago, and I was forced to read the book.
Yeah.
Forced?
Yeah, you were forced.
Well, yeah, dramatic.
Held him down.
Not you.
Held him down.
Yeah, exactly.
This anime, it feels like, or this concept of this a story, because it started off as a webtoon, and it feels like it's been, or internet comic, and it feels like it's always been in the background. Like I've seen these profile pictures of this like blue face person with like who's smiling with red eyes and everything. I don't know why I thought the anime or concept of this thing was older, but no, it's only I think started like 2017 or something like that, the manga or the webcomic and everything. So it came out this came out during the beginning of the year and everything, and it is basically about this world where portals have opened up and monsters from like this fantasy world are taking over the world basically, or trying to invade. And with those portals opening up, these people awaken their powers in our world, and they're called hunters. And they have different levelings of power. Some people have the highest level of ability, which is S class and everything, and they're basically like demigods. They're the most powerful. And the rating of power goes all the way down to E, which E is the lowest, you're the least powerful and everything. And the sad part about these powers is the fact when your powers awaken, you cannot get any stronger than that.
Right,
you're set.
You are set in what you are.
And E follows our main character, who happens to be the lowest ranking.
He is the lowest, even lowest among the low.
So does that mean that do you raise in power? Because by the way, I didn't
raise in power.
I didn't watch anything in this. So how do you level up?
You can't unless you are our protagonist.
Who is,
of course,
our protagonist, Sung Jin Woo. Okay, he is a E-ranked hunter.
The worst.
Who is just trying to get by, trying to get money for his sick mother and everything, who's on life support. So he's taking like whatever job or dungeon, because in this world, basically after the first like contact of these monsters, people basically adjusted, and basically taking on dungeons and everything have become like jobs. So it's become a huge career. And in these dungeons, you get like different items, magical items and stuff, which you can sell in the real world for better weapons or whatever.
It's right. Even in the anime world, when we have magic and dungeons, we can't escape capitalism.
Capitalism rules, baby.
That's the real ultimate.
So what you're telling me is this is just Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's Elden Ring, but
not as
anime.
cool outfits.
Yeah, exactly.
Just people wearing regular clothes and shit.
I mean, can you imagine somebody punching Godfrey with a fucking Adidas tracksuit?
I mean,
I'm sure there's a mod out there for it.
I mean,
I don't have to imagine.
You would have to play the game first.
Oh, damn.
get him.
That was a layup. All right, that was a layup, and you took it. That was an alley oop.
I did that for you, sir.
That was an alley oop.
Get him.
I'm glad you let him burn you so well. You know, that was a good job.
But if I were to do it,
Yeah, it was a problem, apparently.
yeah.
But no, like this, so that's the basic premise of the anime. How do you guys who watched the film, who watched the anime and everything,
You
like
mean this side of the room?
Yeah, this side of the room, the three.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay. I'll be the old man here.
All right. What did you think of the first 3 episodes, or how many episodes?
You make it sound like that's like you do something different.
Yeah.
You're always old.
Yeah.
Man.
I'll be the old man. I'll be the heel. I'll be the villain.
Okay.
I have seen many shows that follow this type of formula. And after watching 3 episodes, I feel like the show in itself still did not start. I know what's going on. I know what's going to happen. The guy's going to turn into a beast. Just it's tickling me. It's taking its sweet time, thinking that I don't know what's about to happen next. It's almost insulting. Just give me my power boost already.
So
where are we going?
Assaulted.
Is it a matter of like filler episodes right off the bat? Because
No, it's not filler. So what I will praise it for, because this is really what a lot of Korean-based shows and media do. They do a really good job of getting you into the world and setting these cliffhangers that will make you ask, well, what's happening next? Mm-hmm. The only difference with this is, I've seen shows that are just like this before, so I'm not wondering what's going to happen next.
You're just ready for it.
I already know.
Right.
You already know.
I already know. And I watched 3 episodes, and I did go a little bit further past the 3 episodes just to be sure. And
When does it kick up?
When
Does it kick up? By the time you watched?
So we don't get the initial power up for the main or hero character until I believe episode 4, episode 5.
Okay. So sticking to the rule of 3 though, then what was there anything in the first 3 episodes that you could call a hook?
I have to say, like, yeah, that's where kind of like I get that, like you said, you're the old man. You've watched this, you've seen it all. I mean, you've been in this realm of this type of anime for a long time. But I disagree. Like, I actually really liked. There is a hook. Like, the thing is, like, he goes into one of his regular jobs and everything. Like, they go how they always go. He doesn't get as much money because he sucks, and since he doesn't get as much because he's always in danger and everything.
These people are assholes.
Yeah, they're assholes.
They're assholes. You're weak, so you don't get paid as much as we do.
That's exactly why I don't go into Helldiver public lobbies. I only play with friends.
Exactly. So, but he keeps doing it. He has to help his mom and everything. But the hook is when they all find a dungeon in a dungeon. Which wasn't this dungeon was they all are also graded towards how powerful you should go in there, or how many people you should bring in.
Diablo 4?
Yeah, exactly. But there's a separate dungeon, and they kind of thought like, oh, the dungeon, because usually after you beat the boss in the said dungeon, it disappears. You have to leave, but it didn't disappear, and there's another entrance. So they go to this off the road dungeon, and everything without
after trying to be like, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah, they there was the whole like, and he. Worst part, he was the final vote because they all voted. It's like, oh, should we do this or should we just leave and tell the actual authorities about this secret dungeon? And he was the final vote. He's like, well, I have to help my mom. So, no, let's get in here.
I need that overtime.
I need the overtime. I need the money.
Yeah, I need the overtime.
Felt.
So,
True.
Yeah, and so he goes in, and of course, the secret dungeon ends up being way over their fucking level. It's most likely S level fucking dungeon. Everything. There's weird god statues.
Durang. What was his name? The monkey from They used to always beat me up in Monster Hunter World.
The Rajang.
Rajang.
And here we get a 10-story priest statue.
Yeah.
And his 7-story armored assailants.
Yeah. And there's like different rules how to try to beat this boss, but basically survive this boss.
Yeah.
And the hook comes is when he is left behind after everything's said and done. He is left behind and he dies. But he doesn't. But he doesn't, exactly. Somehow, for some reason, he gets a weird screen when no one else has had, no one else has ever heard of, like in a video game saying, do you want to do this quest or whatever? And he, of course, he's about to die, so he does it. Or he clicks, yes, I accept.
For me, all the excitement of the show came from everything up into the killing.
Everything up to the killing?
Everything up until when he dies.
Oh,
because
yeah,
after he dies, now
It becomes that which
Yeah.
you have seen so many times.
and all they did a good job in those first 3 episodes of building up, or even in the 1 episode of building the suspense,
like tension
of what could happen with this guy being so weak and useless, and he started using his brain matter to solve the issues.
You are correct. That would have been way more interesting if he
figures it out.
Yeah, he figures out like there's.
So, as spoiler alert, because
This is all-
The entire thing has been spoiled.
I had to go farther because we don't get it in the first 3 episodes. We don't get this in the first 3 episodes. In the 4th episode, we see him, completely overclocked, overtuned power fantasy. We're here. We're here to what the show was, intended to be from the get-go.
And I feel like that's in the opening.
And I feel like the first 3 episodes bamboozle you into thinking that it's going to be something else.
That is okay. That is fair because, like rethinking it, like especially when they're in the boss room and everything, there's a lot of tension and a lot of excitement because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
And he's figuring out, like you said, he is using his brain to figure out what each of the fucking rules are so they can survive.
So would I be wrong in saying what it sounds like it goes from maybe early seasons My Hero to like Sword Art Online?
I wouldn't call it that because your boy is not a Sword Art Online fan.
But you know what I mean.
I kind of am, and shut up.
The first season was straight. Was
first-
good.
The first season was good. Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you on that.
Ew, get out. Yeah. But I would say it's a little different because he starts from the bottom. Kirito was always on top because he was a beater. He was
Filthy beater.
He's not a cheater. He's a beta tester and a cheater. He's a beater.
He's beating it.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry. Okay, but I would say it's not that. It's kind of more like would you say like Shield Hero a little bit? Like after a while in Shield Hero,
It's like every anime where the fucking dude
Yes.
stops being a loser and
it's-
wakes up and starts being super powerful.
Yeah, we're just.
I wouldn't call it Shield Hero because there's we haven't even gotten to a point with the show yet where they're world building to me.
Oh damn.
We got all the world building in like the first episode when they set the premise for us,
Yeah.
and
That's pretty much it. Like they just like left it at that.
yeah, nothing new has occurred outside of what they set up for you in the initial maybe first episode and a half. Nothing new to expand in what we know of about anything is there.
Actually, I want to know. I'm not sure if you, Jamal, what'd you think? Because I know you said that you also read a couple of volumes.
Yeah, I read the actual first book, which actually contains just the first up until he dies and then gets his little.
Real?
stuff.
That's the whole first volume.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Because so literally it's Tension City from when they get in the dungeon and find all that stuff, like Clarence was kind of alluding to.
Yeah.
It's Tension City, and then he gets the pop up screen, and then it's like the shonen prepare you to be the ultimate god character.
Okay.
Exactly. Completely deflates the boner. I won't say it's bad. I was gripped in, but I certainly feel like, I've seen every show where the main character becomes the OP dude. Like
You're
You know, it's not like I'm down for an entertaining ride or whatever, but I just wonder how they're going to shake that feeling.
Because you're like wondering, like, how are they going to keep your interest for how many more episodes of the series?
Right, because goddamn, every anime that I've seen so far has figured out how to do the exciting action part. Like, I don't need that from this one. I can go get that from any other anime that I watch. So I need to see how they do it, you know?
Yeah.
Right now I'm a little worried because it just seems like just level up, like a video game, which is fine. You know, we know that. We know that well, but, you know, to see it is another thing. And, you know, I'm not always interested in the follow the gamer, you know.
Yeah. And it is kind of also a little sad, too, from the 3 episodes that I watch and everything, that he kind of loses a bit of his agency because he is forced to level. Like, he is, there's, when he first, in the 3rd episode, when he's wakes up in hospital alive and everything, the pop-up, he learns how to use the pop-up screen a little bit, and then it tells him about certain quests or thing he needs to do. He either
run outside or die.
Yeah, basically.
Do 100 push-ups or be killed.
Basically, like, no, but at first it doesn't even say that. It just says do 100 to the blah blah. And he's like, I ain't doing that shit. And then he goes to bed. Then apparently there's a penalty, and the penalty with him doing it is being transferred to a different dimension with a giant creature. And he has to survive for 3 or 4 hours. Which, how do he do that? But
right, I'm sure it'll be longer next time too.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah,
but
it probably got right behind him with like, hey, come on, keep running.
Exactly.
Yeah, like can't actually kill you, but keep going.
Yeah. So like it's great that, like, I mean, you kind of like in the writing, like you force your character to do things and everything, which is, you know, cool for people like, oh yeah, he has no other choice but to get better. But like it also means that he doesn't really have any sort of like choice in the matter. He's just doing it because if he doesn't, he's going to be put in a horrible situation and die, which is kind of like, a little bit.
It's interesting.
It's
I haven't seen anybody else get in that predicament. Like whenever I don't want to do challenges or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. When I don't want to go to the gym or some shit.
So
yeah,
you know,
he's like, man,
concept.
it's like kind of like had it itching that person who wants to get better and like reading this like, man, I wish someone else. I wish I had a penalty so I can go to the gym and everything.
Oh yeah, he does have a penalty. It's called diabetes. Yeah. So. What did we think of these first 3 episodes? If we didn't, you know, make it abundant already, what by the rule of 3, does this warrant people to keep watching after the 3rd episode?
I personally, I would say yes. I'm gonna give it a recommend because I feel like I said, I just watched the first 3, and I feel like there's more there, and I kind of want to know because that boss room disappeared after he came out of it and everything, so I want to know what's happening with that. So I would say it does warrant like a couple more episodes at least, you know, at least in my opinion. What about you?
I concur.
Yeah.
It got me to watch 6 episodes just to make sure, and you know, I landed on my stopping pedestal. But after 3 episodes, it does make you want to go in for more. So yeah, it passes. Rule of 3. It warrants a 4th, 5th, and whatever you want afterwards.
Exactly.
I mean, I just started Jujutsu Kaisen, so I'm over this shit. I'm over this shit already. I said 3 episodes. I'm like, all right, that's what you got? Right, let's go back over here and see what's going on with a real anime.
But shut that guy down. Hey. But like after those first 3, would you, if like besides you finding another anime to watch, like would you recommend it?
I would recommend it. And I'll say that had I not read the entire first book and just saw all that for the first time, you're like, well, this other concept seems stupid, but I got to see what's going on. I mean, I think I know, but maybe I'll watch it just to figure out.
Maybe it's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's different. Clarence just confirmed that it's not, but it's exactly, you know, if I hadn't heard what he said and also hadn't read the book, then sure.
By the rule of 3, it passes. But you know, I had to go further, baby.
It definitely passes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it looks like 3. You know, it's a go. It's a treat. We recommend the rule of solo leveling at least to get past the first 3 episodes and everything.
You know what I like about this concept of this show?
Yeah.
What?
It'd be cool if I never watch any of these and we keep it a rule of 3. You 3 give it?
Only 3 people.
Only 3 people.
Right. Can I be the outsider one time?
Are we trying to convince Heido to watch it? Is that what we're going to do? Try to convince Heido to watch it?
Yeah, because I'm not going to watch this. You guys did a terrible job.
God damn.
This isn't fair. I want to be the guy sometimes. I want to be the guy you're trying to convince.
We'll take turns. We'll take turns.
Okay, good. Because I'm not trying to watch all this bullshit. No, like, telling you.
Bro, we can make like a whole game show. Just have Heido in here and like somebody come in here one at a time and try to state the case whether the show was good or the show was bad, and then we let Heido decide if he's gonna watch it or not.
Exactly.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Over here whispering his ear like Benny Gesserit.
You should try.
And I'm just sleeping like I just slept in Dune 2.
I'm so glad I saw it twice because the first movie I missed a lot. I
didn't miss a lot, but I know I kept dozing off, and I know I was snoring because Pena, when we got done, he goes, "Taryn, were you snoring in the background?" She goes, "No, it was this motherfucker."
We're gonna hold the Gong Jabbar up to him.
I'll die. I ain't gonna front.
Watch this anime.
But with that, thank you for watching our first Rule of 3 episode, new concept show and everything.
Got any tips?
Yeah, let us know what you think. Are you more intrigued to go watch Solo Leveling, or you already watched it? Did we treat it terribly? Do you hate do you not like the Rule of 3 because it doesn't give you the entire run of the anime? We're not reviewing the entire anime.
Let's be fair. Hold on, let's be fair.
This is the TikTok generation. But fucking
you got 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes. God damn it.
Exactly.
If you don't get my attention with booty shaking in the first 5 seconds, I don't give a shit.
Before we let go, we gotta acknowledge that there are some shows that take more than 3 episodes. We know.
100%. You're right.
But generally.
So yeah,
but if you can't get my attention in 90 minutes, what are we here for?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
What are we here for?
An hour and 30.
Now we're dating.
Exactly.
I will say something that caught my attention in the first hour was Shogun. Anybody watch that?
I've been hearing that gas.
I heard it's gas.
Been hearing that's gas, but that's live action anime. That's not real anime.
Yeah, it's not real. We're not talking. Stop it.
It's real to me.
All right. Well, peace out, you weebs.
Oh, peace.
Later. Wait.
What?
Where can they find us?
Oh, they can find us at Thirsty Nerds at Thirsty Nerds anywhere you listen to podcasts or social media.
That's right. You can find me at just_Uno on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at What's King Making on TikTok while it's on.
Yeah.
While it's around.
You better push that shit.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
You can follow me at Stooge Prime or in the gutters with the rest of the anime fans.
Yeah, you can
on Twitter.
You can follow me at Sumo on Instagram and Twitter. I don't watch a lot of anime unless it's Demon Slayer or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reigns supreme. I don't give a fuck.